several different ways you can use it. One more accurate way of finding a bearing or azimuth on a compass is to use the degree marks inside of the compass. And what you want to do on these particular ones, in particular, is, and I'll show you this up close here in a second. You'll take your sighting notch, your sighting wire, and you want to bend it where some magnifying glass you can see the numbers on the dial, and you can see the wire at the same time. And the way you want to do this is put your thumb in the thumb hole, and set the compass on your hand, keeping it level, like so. Bring your other hand up. You want to bring it up to the cheek where you can look through it with your dominant eye, and like you're looking through a rifle scope. So what you want to do is find this little notch and this wire here in the center, and you want to center it like so, keeping it level reasonably, and whatever you're looking at in the distance, you want to find a bearing toward it, so you can shoot what they call shooting a bearing or an azimuth. So if I want to go to a place in the distance, what I do is put this up to my cheek, and I look at the place that I want to shoot an azimuth to through the sighting wire and through the sighting notch, and then I look at my markings on my dial through magnifying glass, and then I read the dial that I'm looking at, and it's 280 degrees, and that's almost due west, west being 270 degrees. Another method you can use is what they call the center line method, and this method you can use with any compass that's lensatic like this one. And once again, you've got your dial markings here. The red numbers are what I'm looking for in there. Those are the degree markings. And what you do is put your finger through the thumb hole again. Hold it centered on your body, nice and level. You look down and you point. Your fingers are pointing to where you want to go. So the same thing. This is not quite as accurate, but it still works the same. Hold it nice and level. And this hash mark in here, yeah, I'll get a close up further of this in a little bit. You want to look through, look at where you're going to go, generally line up with it like you're pointing toward it, and then look down at your compass on the degrees mark and read your compass reading, and it'd be about 282 on this reading. So that is shooting an azimuth or a bearing with the cheek to stock, the stock cheek method, the rifle scope method, or the center point method. They both work fairly well. And then you could also do it with this type of compass, which works the same way. It's still got the degrees and markings in here, and it gets the same reading. So either one works really well. That's just my preference. So there you have a basic of compass basic of compasses and using them to shoot a bearing. Some of the next videos we'll get into incorporating that compass with a map and a GPS and so forth and so on, and get into map reading and land navigation with a map and so forth. So stay tuned. This is the Bear Medic, and from West Texas. I appreciate y'all's views. I appreciate y'all's support. and hopefully stick with me and see if we can't learn some more things. Take it easy for now.